last week, we got a demo from Brian for their new website, Pontoon Boats. I don't remember the name of the website, but it's recorded.
Flamingo Marine.
What? Which one?
Flamingo Marine.
Flamingo Marine?
Yes. .com. And there's a dash between Flamingo and Marine.
It's working. So if you didn't know about pontoons boats, then visit the website. So that was a demo. Then we got a demo from Sarah, and it was
linting using GitHub Actions.
Linting using GitHub Actions. So you don't use your machine, you use GitHub Actions to do that. So that was it today. Today is the 15th. Do we have demos? No demos. We'll have topics for sure. And status. So this one is not open. Where is this one? Let's pull. And from July 8th, we had this one. Then we have fixed button size in OC.Templates. Button size. Okay, probably aligning with what we have. Control core templates. Wait. Template, create, edit. Oh no, that's a templates module. Okay, the templates module button size. Okay. We'll trust Hisham and the reviewers. Nick Jackson, and I think I saw this name appearing soon, or sooner. Where is that? Windows. I did. Maybe the same one. How many Nick Jackson could there be?
I'm here. Hello.
That's you? That's this Nick Jackson?
That's the one.
Okay. We need more Nick Jackson. Updated MediaField and core button to be disabled on non. Oh, I remember this PR. So this was merged. I remember this one. With the image. Yeah, because we triaged it on Thursday. With the check. That was checking the content type for displaying the pop-up or not. Then buzznick as a contributor, which I assume is Nick Jackson. Feature. Well, there is also Buzz AI, so maybe it's not the same one. Ah, we'll see. Rollback draggable to enable MultiDrag. Rollback, so probably. Or 18156. 18156. 18156. One 145. What's happening? No, it's not about rolling back a PR. It's about this feature. And it was merged. So that's a new feature. We saw the demo here, multi-selecting the multi-value field, the media field, so you can reorder the images with multi-drag, not just one by one. So new contributor, fixed button size in admin menu, the same thing, but other places. Update dependencies, minor ones, easy ones. Empty packages like every week. Other ones. Native validation fails when the invalid input is hidden. Oh yeah, we reviewed this one on Thursday and it was merged. I believe the idea was to expand the sections that are invalid or with invalid fields. So you can see what's invalid when you try to publish. And that's it. Topics, PRs. What are we looking at? Again, this one. Who's there? Mike was on vacation, so I assume he didn't do much. I saw a PR from George. Nick, do you have anything special to talk about since you are not often at the meetings?
Yeah, sorry. I did put a PR in for it was a gallery editor. That's the one. It was the merge conflict. Or was it number 18151? Just an update on how the media field could work or look.
Oh, yeah, I pinged you. Sorry. You should have told me. Like, yeah,
sorry.
Demo. So demo, yeah, that's fine. I didn't see the notifications. That's why I'm surprised. But totally expected. Thank you. So you want to do demo then?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So you share your screen when you want and you show us. Thank you.
Sure.
I requested, I believe, because there were 56 files changed. I'm like, that's something big.
Can everyone see my screen okay?
I can see. It's blurry for me. I don't know for the others. Maybe we'll have to wait for the...
Blurry. Yeah,
it's
very
blurry.
bad.
Maybe some buffering.
Let me just see. I was just trying to change my screen resolution just to make
it. Yeah, when we say it's blurry, it's really blurry. It's not a question of resolution. It's like the bandwidth.
Yeah,
it's like 2G cell phone.
No.
Like, because even if you had 2 pixels, they would be blurry. It's like...
Okay.
Okay, it's getting better. So maybe there's some buffering or the network is adapting. Okay. So it's almost good now, but yeah.
It's almost good. Okay, let's hope it stays like that then. Yeah, so we I started looking at sort of the media field. We've been using obviously Orchard for many years. The media field we've obviously used all the time in our websites, and we wanted just to sort of look at the user experience of it, and especially our internal team here, the marketing people, they found it a little bit tricky to understand how it worked. So we just wanted to see if there's a sort of another editor we could come up with to sort of help that. So I probably won't go into too much detail about, you already know what the media field currently looks like. So if you obviously select an image at the minute, you click OK, it then obviously then shows you the preview. And then if you wanted to replace this image, you'd first have to delete it out, and then again add click the plus button again, select the new image, and so on. Same thing with the alt text or the anchor tag. You'd have to obviously select it first of all before these actions become active. So when you've got a sort of a single media field, it's a bit weird how you've kind of already got one there, and then you'd have to reselect it just to have those settings. And then obviously that's kind of mirrored then for the multiple one as well. So obviously you had multiple ones there. You then have to select that first, go up to the top, and then select sort of the actions that you want to do. So we kind of just wanted to look at how we could simplify that process. So we created a new editor for the media field. If I just go and change those over, we called it gallery. Again, we didn't want to change anything Orchard does. Our editor sort of standalone, if you like. So we didn't want to have to clone any of the media.js files or anything like that. We wanted to make sure it worked without any editing of that. So I'm just going to change these over to the gallery. It will work. There we go. If we go back in and I create a new page. So instead of now, if it's a single one, you don't have that top bar. You kind of have this placeholder block, if you like, where it's just, you know, you've got the plus media library. So we can click anywhere on here, and then that will bring up the media library, and then we can choose whatever image we like, and then that populates it. What's nice about this as well is because we got that placeholder sort of allocated first space-wise, we don't get any sort of layout shift in the UI, which is kind of nice. So if I delete this one, it doesn't change, the bits underneath here doesn't then shoot up above, so it kind of keeps everything nice and simple, and stops all that layout shift that you may get with the other one. Same, you know, we click on this and we select this image. If we wanted to replace this image, we could easily do that. We just hover over the image and then it'll show the plus media library again. Click on that and we can choose a new image, and then it just replaces it out with that new selected image. We don't have to select it again to go and get all the actions, because the actions are already part of this card. So we've got the media text. What we wanted to do here as well, which we found difficult, was we always say to our clients, you know, make sure you always add the media text, because we use it for the alternative text. So it's really important to make sure you would do that. Sometimes it's hard to see if you've added any alternative text. So what we've come up with here is we use this outline of a speech bubble, which indicates there is no text entered. And then if I click on that, and then we'll just type in some text, you'll now see that that speech bubble is now being filled. So then that's a sort of an easy indicator to the user that they've got text applied to it. Same thing as here, so you've got your anchor text, anchor tag, sorry, so you can click on that. You don't have to select the image again. It's just kind of all there. So it really makes the sort of the flow of single images really nice and easy to use. And again, you know, we can just remove those and it doesn't again shift. So the multiple one, very similar really. We kind of just used that same block picker down here, but we've also included the sort of the toolbar at the top. So if we come into here, I'll just if I just select all in there and add those in. So it adds them in there. So what's kind of nice about this is you can add images by clicking this, so you'd have to scroll up to the top if you didn't really want to. And again, you don't have to select any images. You can just go in and click the one that you want to edit, and yeah, it just then populate. And as you can see here, from a visual aspect, you can easily see that this doesn't have any media text. This has media text applied, sorry, all the others don't. So it's a way of the user really understanding what they need to do to get that information in. We also looked at the media library that loads up. Obviously, you've got the toolbar on the top for different sizes and views. So we've kind of brought that in as well, so we can shrink the blocks down a little bit. So it kind of gives you a bit more of a compact view if you wanted to. And we've also got a list view as well. So again, sort of mimics a little bit like what's in the media library. So it depends on which sort of view that you like, basically. We've also introduced the multi-select or multi-ordering that you just saw a second ago. My colleague, Al Quinn, he spent a bit of time trying to work out how we can select multiple items. We have had fields in the past that have had maybe 50 or 60 media items applied. And then when you kind of group them and you want to move things from the bottom to the top, it can be quite difficult. So what we've done is we've allowed like multi-select, so I can drag these three and I can just drag them up to the top, and then it kind of moves them there. And that applies the same here as well. If I grab these three here, and we can just drag them at the beginning, and then that puts them there. So yeah, with the multi-field, the only difference here is you can't switch them out like you can do in the single one. You do just add them and then remove them as you want. So yeah, this is just sort of the sort of the field that we had, and we had in a module in a sort of a private repository that we use, and we've got some really good feedback, and we just kind of wanted to share with you guys what we've been doing really, and get some feedback from you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
looks great. Any comment from anyone using the media library or images?
I like what I saw. Just one thing, when you hover over the icon, the speak bubble, it'd be nice to kind of display that selected text.
Yes.
Because right now you can't really, you just say edit text media, but you don't know what the text is. So on that other one where you have a text, if you hover over it, it should kind of tell you what text was provided or something like that. Another thing, it might be nice to kind of have a wrapper around the multi-field, so that way the buttons or the bar on the top, it looks like it's part of the entire section, like it's integrated as a one. Because right now it looks like the button is floating there. Yes, we understand where it is now, but if this was like a card or something, like the whole thing was a card, I think it'll make it even better. But good job. I like what I see. I think it's good. Maybe we should put this in Orchard directly.
Excellent. I was thinking the same thing as you were with the alt text. I was reviewing this after I put the PR in. I thought, oh, that'd be a nice feature to have. There's a couple of extra things I'd like to get in there as well. The possibility of inserting images at a certain point would be nice as well. Just thinking with those times when users do have many items in a field. It's certainly been the case for us anyway when we've used on a couple of our websites that they kind of have all these items, and it is difficult sometimes to insert media items where they want to. So there's definitely room for improvement. So that's good to know.
Nice. I don't like the bubble icon, but that's my personal opinion. It doesn't matter. Just keep. I don't get what it does. Now I know after the demo I do, but I feel that something's missing. It doesn't feel natural. I don't know. Something is weird. Anyone else? So we'll review the PR. 56 files. It's huge.
Again, it doesn't touch any of the other media. We haven't made any changes to the media JS file or anything like that. This is a standalone editor.
It's not even new files. That's weird. So maybe it's just new lines. That's weird.
There should be some new files.
Well, but what I'm seeing, Mike.
No, I was just looking at this. I didn't mean to interrupt, but like the icons, why not? They're not centered. Shouldn't they be centered instead of shifted to one side? Trash, maybe make it a red or something so people understand. Instead of plus media library, maybe plus media. You're not adding a library, you're adding a media.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just more thoughts.
Maybe some things feel not natural because it's a different. There are some different paradigms here than the ones that we use in some other pages, and maybe that's some little oddities. Yeah, that can be done in later PRs if people want to improve or file issue complaining. Just to discuss that, find better solutions. Cool. Thank you. And that's an editor, which means nobody will be bothered by anything unless you really want that. Good job. Thank you, Nick. Where are you based from?
Based in UK.
Okay.
So you've we've had many people on this channel from the company I work for. Dean Markson used to work for Buzz, so I used to be a colleague of Dean's.
Okay.
So we've been using Orchard for many years. We're just scared of contributing a lot of the time, so we're trying to make a bit more of an effort now and share some of the stuff we've been doing with you guys.
Thank you. Cool. Anyone else with demos? Yeah, so you see the screen I was looking at, which is, for instance, what is this file? Is it highlighted on the left? Yes. Liquid Intelligence JS. I'm like, why would you change that? Liquid Intelligence JS, and yet it's touched. I don't know how, but something has changed. Maybe a new,
Yes,
I was saying.
because of the asset manager. There's something wrong.
Do you mean there is something wrong in our stuff or in Nick's stuff?
In the PR.
Something was not regenerated correctly.
The check is also failing.
Okay.
The assets validation is failing.
Okay, so that will explain then the issue.
What you might want to do here is do update the packages, npm update locally, and then run the build. It might fix all this. You'll probably have like an older version of the NuGet package, or not NuGet, but
no, the npm.
npm, package that it's not the same on net main, and that's why it's failing probably.
Yeah, you see here, I can see a difference here. So yeah, something is not generating the same minimized version as on the server. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Then I was on the PR page. No, I didn't miss anything. I did the status update. So we have a PR here. Few PR in the last week. This is the one we just saw. Trigger workflows in a different task.
Yeah, maybe we can leave this for Thursday.
Triage, yeah, it's too technical.
May take some time.
Fixing the path. YesSql recommended extensions. Such that VS Code will install some extensions when you open the solution. and updating OpenID things. There are some releases to do, and I also saw some issues, I believe, with YesSql. I think I updated YesSql with SQL client versions that don't multi-target net 8 and net 9, and we pulled .NET 9 references, and we can't do that. So I might have to create a new YesSql release again. I believe I saw that. Is there an issue for the release? Mike, do you remember where we are at with that?
I just came back early this morning, so I haven't caught up. But last time I've done everything except we were waiting on 2 PRs to be merged. One was updating OpenID, and the other one was to merge the YesSql. I don't know if anybody else worked on it while I was out.
I think it was done, and that's an issue.
Yeah, there was some conflict with Fluid because of
But
the
I thought I
pilot
fixed
version.
it.
Well, I fixed it.
when I was on vacation.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, you did. Yeah. It's
Everyone
green.
fixed it. So I released a new
Yeah,
version of
it's
YesSql
some-
pointing to the new one. So you fixed by
Yeah, but this.
downgrading.
No, you can just
No, you need
update
to
it,
upgrade
update that.
Fluid as well.
I did.
Fluid
Was that
updated.
updated again?
Maybe. Who knows? I don't. Well, I don't know, but I will know.
You should
Fluid
know.
Core 224 is the latest, and it's using Parlot 135. So, oh yeah, we need a new version of Fluid. Where is Fluid? GitHub. Fluid. Parlot 1.4. So we need a new release. Maybe. Yep, 3 weeks ago. So we probably need a new release. Yeah, April. Yep. That's it. How to ship something. v2.25.0. Create and publish. Target main 2.25.0. Generate release notes. All these. I hope it won't break anything else. That should be, no, I mean, I was hoping it won't break Fluid, but no, it's Fluid and it's passing, so it's beautiful. Publish release. So now we have a new 225 that we can update to have the correct Parlot. This one has the correct Parlot. Well, YesSql has the correct Parlot, but what I did is, oh yeah, you see YesSql. If I look at here, update Parlot to 1.4 because I thought it was the issue, but George said it was Fluid. The thing I did, which is wrong, is that I did not just update Parlot. I updated this one also. Probably there. Yep. So I bumped from 6.0. It was the case already to 6.02. So maybe that's not what I thought was the issue. So Microsoft Data SQL client. .6.02. The 6.0.0 disappeared, like nobody should use this one. And the dependency is here. .NET 9, .NET 8. No, that's good. You see, 8 targets 8.0 version packages. You're like memory, photography, and the 9 one targets 9.0. So that's good. So is it this one that is wrong? That would be surprising. No, that's good also. So it's not an issue with that. I don't know where I saw that mentioned. Someone filed an issue in Orchard. Or maybe on this PR. Someone from Lambic said something is wrong with YesSql. Too quick. It's not updated, it's not available yet. So I don't know. We'll have to find what's the issue. Ah, that's the issue. Missing method
Well,
exception.
yeah, because because the reason why it breaks, because this is the problem, which is a binary breaking change, because now you have an old library that is looking at old binaries and it's looking for methods that don't exist anymore.
Okay, and that ends my comment here. Is it a source breaking change? I don't think so. So you have to rebuild if you update 3.0. That's the idea.
Correct. Yep.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah. And my packages, I had to split my package into two, one for the 3.0 and one for the 2.1 because of that.
Because you mix them up when you deploy?
Well, if you look at the AI module, I kept support for 2.1 all the way to 3.0, and I kept it backward compatible.
Okay.
But then as soon as we merged the YesSql, there is no way to make it backward compatible because it's two different binaries. So I had to say, okay, here's a version for 3.0, and here's
Okay.
another version for 2.1. And I think they have to do the same thing in this case.
Yeah, I think that's what Sarah's saying. Problem with the NuGet packages. Like you can't reference all NuGet packages with a new Orchard or something.
Yeah.
So maybe we could duplicate the methods with and without the cancellation token.
Yeah, and if you do that, then that would solve the problem.
Mike agrees. I want more agreements. Cool. Other topics? Comments? No. Tentative meeting on Thursday. I'm not sure. I have something in the afternoon, family stuff, and I might be back at the time of the meeting. If you don't see me 5 minutes into the meeting, then leave. But I will try to send a message on the chat at least to know, okay? To let you know. So on the chat of the meeting, I don't know if you can't even read the chat. I'll put something on Discord. Where should I put the message? On Discord? If I can't join? Because I don't think you can see the chat messages on this room's chat. If you're not in the room.
You have to use Discord.
Discord then. I'll send a message on Discord if I can't join. Otherwise, I'll join. Okay?
All right.
So for the YesSql, do you want to hold off on the version that the 5.4.2? Do you want to release 5.4.3 soon with hopefully the previous signatures?
Yeah, we can do that.
So
if you want to add them, Mike, or if someone else does it, I will merge it. Don't wait for me. I believe some people have the rights, but I will be working tomorrow and Thursday, so I will be able to merge stuff. I won't be offline. So if someone wants to create the PR before me, then please do so, and I will approve and release. Should be easy. Just adding a new method in the interface and call the other one.
Yeah, we just gotta find those methods. Yeah,
and obsolete it.
That's true. Yeah.
Cool. You are good at obsoleting, Mike. You know what to do. You've been there. Cool. Okay, well, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes.